It's been 3 years since the state changed the way it provided funds to school districts. The local control funding formula has sparked debate in many areas. But in tonight's Education Matters, Juanita Stevenson joins us with what it has meant to the Valley's largest school district.
With over 74,000 students and many of them designated as living in poverty, Fresno Unified received $154 million in what is called supplemental funds to address the special needs of certain students. The district says after 3 years, they are reaping the benefits.
This is the data set 7, 1, 6, 8, 9, and 8.
Watching students do math in teacher Chad Gammon's 6th grade class is impressive.
So 15 divided by 2 came out to 7.5.
He teaches in a way that allows them to learn from each other.
During our normal blocks during the ELA or math, we get time to teach concepts and let students learn it through each other. But at the same time, it doesn't give us a lot of time to meet the needs of individual students.
Gammon says the extra 30 minutes added to the school day at Easterby Elementary School gives him time to assess the individual needs of his students.
We can use that 30 minutes for kind of intervention blocks or even to enrich for those students that already have it. So it gives us more a chance to be intentional during that block.
Easterby is one of the elementary schools in the Fresno Unified School District, which added 30 minutes of classroom instruction to its school day. That adds up to an additional 18 more days of instruction per year. And Principal Pam Taylor says that's huge.
It's time that we've always wished that we had. Most of our teachers are utilizing the time for reteaching. Many of our grade levels are doing intervention during that time for that additional 30 minutes.
This fall, a total of 40 elementary schools in Fresno Unified will have the longer school day, plus additional time for teacher preparation. The move is part of a plan to meet one of the district's 4 goals. All students will excel in reading, writing, and math.
We asked families, how do you feel that the district can help your children excel in reading, writing, and math? And we asked teachers, and we asked administrators, and we asked students, and got their feedback.
Getting input from these groups is an essential part of the process that comes with the local control funding formula, or LCFF, the new way school districts get part of their state funding.
What it has allowed is for districts to determine what the unique needs are of their community and the kids that live in their community, and to create a plan to address those needs.
Before the state changed the funding formula in 2013, school districts received money through what was called categorical funds. Literally dozens and dozens of pots of money flowing to school districts with lots of strings and rules attached. Administrators said during tough budget times that could strangle a school district's ability to provide essential services.
As we went into the crash and we were in the middle of those down economic times, we argued very loudly at the local level for give us more flexibility. If you're not going to give us money, we need to have as great a flexibility as we possibly can have over the resources we get.
Under the local control formula, districts get a base amount of money for all students and additional funds for students who are English learners, foster youth, or students who live below the federal poverty level.
We have 88% of our students that fall into one of those 3 buckets. So many of our investments are specific to one of those 3 groups of students. But also, we believe that in creating a great plan for all students.
That plan not only included more academic support for students, but investment in social workers, child welfare, and attendance specialists to meet the social and emotional well-being of students. To give high school students more options, additional money was poured into career tech education, and much has been done to enrich students' lives.
We've done some phenomenal things with field trips and sending every 6th grade kid to camp. And I mean, we're changing lives with some of what we are doing. All the 4th graders playing in a concert with Maestro Kuchar, for example. That is once-in-a-lifetime kind of stuff for kids. And so that stuff all matters in a big, big way.
While the process to come up with the best plan for student learning can be long and challenging, schools like Easterby say it is making a huge difference in the classroom.
I just see LCAP funding helping us do our job, giving us the additional supports that we've always wanted to have.
Now, district officials point to the increase in graduation rates, more English learners becoming proficient in English, and also reading scores going up. They say that is proof that their plan is working.
And you were saying 88% of students in
Fresno Unified.
Fresno Unified actually fall into this, either poverty or a foster child or not a first language English.
Right.
That's incredible. When you think about it. And that's also a lot of money that's adding up to go to the district.
And that's why they say with 88%, they just plan for all students.
Sure. I mean, you might as well at that point. But of course, with Fresno Unified being so big, there are districts that are much smaller and probably get much less money.
Right, and we're going to look at that next week, how school districts who don't have this makeup, don't have as many students, how local control funding is helping them.
Okay, well, Anita, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Great story.